Going on out there, man? One more, yo. Mixtape review, Hodgy Beats and Don Cannon released Dena Tape 2 not too long ago. I do feel like out of all our future, Tyler the Creator, Earl Sweatshirt, Hodgy Beats, Dom Genesis, definitely are dope as hell, man. And he released a project that wasn't bad. I definitely fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Features, you got Damo Genesis, Hit Boy, which was very surprising to me. But let's get into it. First track, Hint Rob. The whole project kind of seemed like he's at either a football game or something like that, because you could hear the marching band, throughout some of these songs, and it just seemed like a day in the life of him or him chilling or whatever. But I thought that was dope. Like I said, the first track is just basically him saying a few words. It's the intro. You can hear the marching band in the background, which goes into number two, self-titled. I thought that beat was crazy. His bars was on point. I like his lyrics, great topics and things like that he talked about. The hook was cool as hell too, man. That nigga definitely surprised me on that track. Number three, Hodgy and Doms. Still, it got dope verses. You can hear the marching band. Crazy, you know what I mean? Flows. All that shit was just amazing. And actually, that song kind of has like something different about it. I couldn't tell what it was the first time, but it definitely has something linked to it. And it goes into number four, Could Have Been, which is a Lupe Fiasco beat. I don't know if Lupe Fiasco producers produced that track, but that's the track I Could Have Been. And he definitely killed that song. The dark beat, the sample was ill as fuck. One of my favorite Lupe songs. I like his flow. The lyrics was deep, and it was a great hook on that record. Number five, Wild Boy. I like the instruments. He simply killed it. It's nothing more to say. His bars and his flows. I definitely like the hook. He murdered that song. Number six, Miyagi's Prime. Great song. The ending was awesome. Dope as hell. His lyrics, he talked a lot about um, great things in that song. You know what I mean? So you feel like at the end when he like giving like the little spoken word he's talking, you definitely feel like where he was coming from. He definitely telling you a lot of things. It was a great song. Moving on to number seven, Moneyball. I think that's a Kendrick Lamar beat. Uh, Very melodic. I love the sample in that record. I like his honesty in his lyrics and his smooth flow. He definitely, not too many people could take a Kendrick Lamar beat and actually make it their own. He definitely did that with that song. Number eight, New Balance featuring Damo Genesis. Dramatic beat, some deep lyrics. Both their flows is on point and a good hook on the record, which makes for a great song in my opinion. Number nine, The Men. I didn't like that record. Number 10, If I Say So featuring Hit Boy. Didn't like that record. Number 11, Haku Iminibi, however you want to say that song, it was a great record, but the title is just crazy. And the last track, Free All My Niggas, is such a real record. I think everybody can identify with that. Everybody's lost somebody to the system, and you just want your family member, brother, sister, girlfriend, whoever, etc. home, so you definitely can relate to that record. But overall, it was a great project. I like 10 out of 12 songs. I give it 8.5 out of 10. Production, same thing. It was a good record, and it totally shocked me when I seen it. Shout out to Mixtape Cartel, tagged me in a post on IG, and I was like, yo, fucking amazing. The first tape, I don't really particularly remember too much of it, but I definitely feel like this one was it was great. You know what I mean? Because I want to see a project from him, an album, that I can purchase. Production is always on point. It was unique in itself. I think everybody from Odd Future has their own little charisma in a sense. You dig? So at the end of the day, this was a good project. Hopefully, Odd Future can get together and release another album. Tyler dropped something this year. Earl Sweatshirt can drop something. I just want to see their movement still continue, because at one point you couldn't go nowhere without either hearing Odd Future, seeing them, or they're in the headlines for some shit they was doing as far as their concerts. You know what I mean? So that's definitely a good movement. You know what I mean? For the West Coast, it's different. They're all unique. And that's just one of the crews to where you will never forget them in hip hop. Like, you can't not go without saying Odd Future is like definitely for the younger generation, for their generation, is one of the trendsetters of what they do, as far as fashion being themselves, not giving a fuck what nobody think. And that's what I identify with, you know what I mean? Just rule breakers, just doing what the fuck you want to do, being rebellious, you know what I mean? Living life. And that's what basically life is all about, doing what you do and being happy. But at the end of the day, this was a great tape. Y'all should definitely check it out. Sorry that was so late, but better late than never, right?